goal today is to turn these very bright, very, you know, old school scrapbook papers. I gotta find the right kind of brush here. I don't know. That one's a little bit bigger. I want to turn these into envelopes and something useful and something that I will love, or at least not, you know, despise. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, let me turn the light on. Hey, hi. I don't know if I move the camera or what, but let's hope it's all straight. Okay, so to save time, I took the white parts, the 2 layers under the printed layer off these napkins, and they came off pretty quick, which is nice. I'm going to save those. I use them for other stuff, and I'm going to do, let's do these. Let's see which ones. Maybe the orange one and the blue one. I'll save and do these later. I got some new journals in my shop. Traveler's Notebook journals. I did a video of this the other day where I used 15 pieces of paper and I made a Traveler's Notebook journal with about, I think I ended up with about 11 or 12 inserts. There's a video how to do that, and I need to glue that down. I come back in and make sure everything's glued down before it goes out. You know, glue is glue. It will do what it's due. Glue is glue. It'll do what it do. Oh man. So yeah. So anyway, I like to put an envelope with some goodies in these journals. I'm out of regular envelopes, and instead of buying more, I am going to make some with this paper. I'm going to start with this one. Let's see if I can. Okay, so fold it, open it. Oh, look, you know, something like that inside is fine. I don't want it on the outside. So this is thick scrapbook paper. It's got some sort of tooth in it. Yeah, let's see, the journal, the length of the journal, the height of it is 9. So a regular long envelope is 9-ish, you know, close to 9. And then inside, or this part, the width of the journal is 4.5. So I'm going to cut this down a little less than 9. I'm going to do 8 3/4. It's going to go in the front of the journal. Like that. And because I want it to, you can read it when you open it up. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Here's 4.5. I'm going to go just a little less. I'm going to go at 4 1/4 and score it. And since this is heavy duty atomic paper, I've got to score it a few times to let it know I mean business. Show it who's boss. Okay, and then you need to give this part in a regular envelope. You don't have to worry so much. I mean, because it's a thinner weight paper, of course, and all that. See, even when you score it, it wants to do what it wants to do. Oh man. Okay, so, and I'm not going to go right on this line. I'm going to come up here at 3 1/4 and score it like that. Fold that down like that. Now you can either leave it with this long flap, but I'm not gonna. Just not gonna. So this is now just gonna take off. Take back one cordon. I'm just gonna take off an inch, and because it is such a tough old bird here, I may end up putting a little Velcro button to hold it shut. We'll see, because sometimes when it does get you know, I'm going to add napkin, and it may loosen up a bit. Why so stiff? Loosen up a bit. This is Mod Podge Antique Matte, and let me open it up to show you. It's yellow, and it'll help. It'll help tone down the white. I have these napkins. These are, I thought, well, I'm just going to use the long napkins, and then I thought, well, more people have access or have, you know, these little napkins, and I'm just gonna decoupage them and just see what happens. I'm gonna use, let's go with these flowers. All right, so I guess if you wanted to, you could spritz this with water. I don't have any water. Why? Because I'm never that much prepared. But it's not really necessary. Let's open these up. All right. Let's just go for the whole, you know, eclectic look. Now, the easier way to do this is to have water. I'm not getting up and getting any. I'm not doing it. So then I can just piece it together that way. Just avoid the lines, make sure there's a top, and just, you know, I want to see that wouldn't look even. I'm gonna cheat and do it with scissors. I don't want to take off too much because I just, you know, I just want to get it on here, make it interesting, and not worry too much about it. Let's see, let's get some of these. Yeah, you take a little brush with a little water and you paint it around, you know, the napkin image of what you want. And as if by magic, it comes away. And that's what you do when you're more organized. All right. And then also, if you don't want a harsh line, you know, just use water. I'm going to use scissors, and maybe one day when I do this, I will be prepared and I will be fully awake. Oh, and then you're gonna see something. I'll just go like this. Alrighty. Just make sure. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There. That's good. That's good. That will work. Let's see. What we got going on? Okay, so this is the one that is going down, you know? So I'll make sure if there's any little white holes that pop up, I'll just fill it in with napkin. But anyway, this is the gist of it. She says that she hosts the fumes, and this one I'll just put it on like that. It's covered. So make a mental note where everything goes. Take a picture, then you can refer back to it if you're not, if your phone isn't already occupied recording this. So I don't need a lot. I hope I don't need a lot. I don't know. This, I've never glued anything like this onto this paper, but it should be okay. And because it is, can you hear that? Man, this stuff, it's industrial. Back in the day, kids, when your folks wanted to do some scrapbooking, they made this industrial strength paper to take it. Take all the gluing of all your pictures. So yeah, I've had this stuff for a very long time. It's another one of those, hey, scrapbook paper, and it's on clearance. Let's get it. What are you gonna do with it? I don't know, but let's get it. Let's get this stuff that sounds like, I don't know, zipper's being pulled or something. Okay. I'm not going to iron this when it's dry because I don't know what would happen to the other side if it would melt onto my ironing board or to my iron. I don't know, so I'm not going to try it. If you tried it, let me know in the comments if you think the plastic coating of the other side or this side or whatever would start a house fire. I don't know. Once I get the napkin down, I am going to go over the top with more Mod Podge. So let's just make sure it's under here. Man, this stuff. It's like my mom's old polyester pantsuits from the 70s. Okay. My husband is back from his morning bike ride. He's amazing. Wakes up, puts on his gear, waits for the sun to come up, and he's off. And I'm like, wake up, wonder why there's no coffee made. Lay there, wait, and then decide, well, get up and make a video because you got other things you gotta do. I didn't text him I was gonna do this. should have. So if you hear any banging or clanking, he's in the kitchen making the coffee. Okay. I think I'm gonna tear some of this so it's not a hard edge. It's such a hard edge. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he's gonna start the coffee. Yippee. Yippee. It's gonna go like this because I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to turn that upside down, wasn't I? Oh, heck. Who cares? It's not. A little patch. I just need a little patch to get me through my day. So it's not even the same color. I think it. Okay, I don't want the label really on here. Just go like this. Some are up, some are down. I've watched that Midnight Mass TV series on Netflix, and I got that hymn going through my head now. I love Stephen King, and Mike Flanagan loves him too, and that Midnight Mass is very much reminds me of Salem's Lot, but it was really good, and Hamish Linklater was, I've always loved him. I've always loved him in stuff I've seen, but I've only ever seen him do the comedy. You know, this one is not a comedy, but he was amazing, and if he doesn't get a nomination for an Emmy, I don't know, something is wrong. Okay, but you don't want to cover up that bloom too much. Okay, so I'm going to go over this, I'm going to let it dry, and I got to go do some stuff. But I'm going to cover this napkin, cross my fingers, and hope it works out. Okay, it's been a few days, but I am back. I had a little rest. We had, which was a good thing, because one day we were without power from 4 o'clock in the morning till, oh shoot, when was it? 4:30 in the afternoon, something like that, 5:30, I don't know. It was a horrible day. And the only blessing was it didn't get that hot. And today, the morning right now is cool and chilly, but it promises to get to nearly 90 degrees today, or over 90 degrees. I don't know. So anyway, I've got my bowl of coffee. And I have made more journals, so I don't know which ones I showed off to look at the video. More journals going into the shop daily. I have my envelopes though that I'm working on. Every journal will get a napkin decoupaged envelope with goodies in the journal. Check my Etsy shop, see which one's up. I've been busy. I even crafted without electricity. I mean, I've read about it and I never had to think I'd ever have to do it, but I did it. So, and it was the only thing that kept me sane during that blackout. And I don't know what happened. I forget. I think somebody hit a pole or something. I don't know. I don't know. We had the week before somebody hit a pole and our internet service went out. So yeah, it was bad. And then I had my eye appointment and got some good news, got some not so great news, but now I know why I need extra lighting. So I am going to show you a few things here and put these are well cured. These are they are, you know, but what I'm going to do now, let me get my craft mat out real quick. This is, even though this is matte Mod Podge, it's still, I think it's because of the weather. And I don't know what happened with the first part of this video with the lighting going wonky like that. The only thing I can think of is I had my blind open, and I have never recorded during the seasons. You know, this is my first year on YouTube. And so with the seasonal change, the light is coming in differently. I have 6 windows in my studio. And so all I can think of is my blind was open and the light was changing rapidly. I mean, you could see it. It's like unbelievable, but it, you know, so if that, I hope didn't hurt you to see that, but you can speed through that and get to this part, and hopefully this part will be okay. So sticky, even though it's matte. I used matte, antique matte Mod Podge, but it's still, you know, it's Mod Podge. So what I do is I take a candle, I got this at the thrift store for $1, using it for whatever they didn't think I was ever going to use it for, and I just rub it over the decoupage napkin, and this has been decoupaged on the top as well. So I'm just going to rub it over until it doesn't feel so sticky, just like that. I saw this tip on YouTube years ago, and it works. Also, you know, time works. Let it cure even more. I think also too, I didn't iron these like I do with other paper flat surfaces, because this paper isn't just paper. It's got something special in there. So I didn't want to iron it. And I'm going to, my goal is to put these together with them and without glue. You know, I just want to try something different. So let's go with this one, since I've already cut the excess off of here. And let's see, how's that feel? Feels a lot better. These are still somewhat sticky. These feel better. This feels much better. Yeah. Okay, so let's move these to the side. Well, anyway, these are going to be ready to go. Just have to trim them, put the candle on them, and yeah, but we'll do this one. So I'm going to take a circle punch. Let me get rid of this mat because everything likes to slip around. There we go. Let's set up shop. There we go. Okay, so I cut down, it's probably, I don't have my board here. It's probably about, oh, I have another measuring device. It's called a ruler. God. It's now about 11 inches, a little less than 11 inches instead of 12. And it is 8.5. Oh yeah. I had cut these, I'll put the measurements in now. The first time I did it a little bit bigger, and then when I went to put it into the book to check it, as one does. Where's the book? Okay, here's one. You're ready. Okay. It was too still stuck out a little too much. And this one, that's pretty good. Yeah, you think? Is that pretty good? What do you think? Should I make it shorter next time? I don't know. I don't want to make it too short because the stuff I like to put in there, I want to have enough space in here to put the stuff in there that I want to put in there for y'all. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm only got one bowl of coffee in me so far. My husband bought me this. I'll put a picture up of the sides. But he bought me this the other day. He has this great big mug, and so now he has his big mug of coffee, and I have my big bowl of coffee, and I think we demolished a whole pot in like 2 cups. So okay, so I'm gonna take this circle punch, and I'm gonna put a little notch in here. Now I had been doing it this way, and oh yes, I'm lined up, and then I'd go like this, and then it wasn't lined up, so I'm going this direction. There's a line here. I guess that's like the halfway point, so that makes it easier if you want to do a half moon or half circle, and then I just eyeball it. I mean, if you really want to be exact, you can measure it, but me and measuring only go so far. So I want to put a notch in there so it's easier to reach in and get the stuff out. Go like that. Now, it's going to show a little bit of this blue, but of course all of this blue is going to show up when it gets opened. So if you don't like that, if you're going to make one of these, you can always, before you put it all together, you can put other paper on here and just cover all of this up. But I kind of like it because sometimes I like to see how the magician did the trick. You know what I mean? I want to see, wow, they took that paper, which was not what you were expecting, and turned it into, you know, something else. Turned it into looking a different way. So I'm leaving it, and I have folded it a little bit higher so it doesn't, you know, hit this thing. So what my plan is, here it is. I'm going to use my little crop-a-dial. I found this hemp, and I'm thinking to put it, I don't know if it needs grommets because I don't think it's going to tear. I mean, this paper was pretty industrial strength anyway. I'm not real sure it's going to need a grommet, but I will put holes in it and then use the hemp, and I'm going to close up the sides that way. So instead of using my sewing machine or glue, I'm going to use this. So let's put this thing away in case it's shiny and glaring. And hopefully the lighting is correct. I have my lamp on. I have the blind is down. Okay. So, and you can see it shrunk a little bit. So I may trim that off once I get to where I'm going. So take my little crop-a-dial. And since I'm not going to do the grommets, I'm just gonna use the smaller holes. And I think what I'll do is like a faux hand stitch, you know. You'll see. I don't want to go too far in because I still want that space in there. But I thought this would be, let's go. Yeah, I haven't got new glasses yet, so I may have to move this out of frame so I can see what I'm doing. And I don't think anything's going to fall out, basically. Okay, so I've got 3 going on right there, and I think 5 would be sufficient. And, you know, of course, if you want to, you can put the ruler on here and mark it and all of that. But see, this is not even, they're not even that even. They're not even that even. But I think it looks charming. So, or it's going to look okay. So, and another thing is, there's one stuck in there. All right, so now I'm just going to eyeball it from here to there. And, you know, just sort of keep in mind where I put things. And of course it's not even, but that's all right. I mean, you know, obviously this isn't machine made, so there's some little tidbits. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this has softened up a bit, and also being in the journal, it's going to, you know, the fold will be, you know, won't be ignored. But I can put either a little Velcro button right here, I think, like that, or 2 on the side, like that. So then it won't want to, you know, curl up. But we will see. Let's put this one over here. This thing. Okay, so like I said, I have this hemp cord. It's called. I got it at Marshall's back a few years ago, probably. When they would do, they had more stuff. I haven't been in Marshall's, so I don't know now. I haven't been in there for 2 years. I have broken my shopping, not really. I mean, I just don't shop in person. I shop online. But they used to, you know, have gift wrapping stuff. So this is how I got this at Marshall's. And let's see. I'm going to use this color. It's like a olive. And let's see. I'm going to, how am I going to do it? Okay, I'm going to try it this way, where I've doubled it and put it in here so I can secure it like that. All right, and so one string, I don't know. This may or may not work, and then I'll just go on to my next idea. Get this in here. So like that. One down here. Okay. I want to get these back to the middle. ish. Probably shouldn't have tightened that one. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I like it. And then I'm just going to tighten it and secure it with a knot. And another knot. Okay. What do you think? How's that? Yeah? Yeah. That's kind of neat. Alright. Alright, now I know not that much. Twine, hemp twine, hemp cord. And we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, my husband said that even a car going by will change the lighting, and I never thought of that until it happened. So hopefully we have rectified that problem. Yeah, so I'll put these over here for another something. I don't need that much to do this. And I will do the other side. And dun, da, da, da. And I just need enough to knot it afterwards. But yeah, you can hear the cars going by, and I notice the light changing, you know, that away. I need a little help because the hole is small, and oh, there it goes. There we go. Threaten it with the scissors, and there it goes. Okay. So I take it and loop it. Don't know the official name for that, but there we go. Slip knot? Is that right? I don't know. I'm gonna go like that, and then on one side, I'm gonna go through the holes and come back up through this part before I tighten that. There we go. And then this one, come in through the hole. Get that one out of the way for a minute. Go through the hole. There we go. Before I tighten this one up, slip that through there. Okay, so it goes like that, and then tighten everybody up, all the strings up, then come down, come towards the middle, and then make a tight knot. So yeah, there we go, something different. Something different. Okay, a couple of knots. Cut the excess bit. There. There we go. Closed. Closed. This one's doing something. So, well, how about that? Okay, so I have some stuff to put in it. And this is just the beginning I want to see how much I can get in here eventually, but I cut out some images to send. This is a tag. It says to feel like an artist, and then you know, you can write something down in here. And these, of course, I'll put more stuff in as I go. I just want to test it out now. Let's put it in a journal. This one has, this is the Muse. I showed you this one earlier. Or just the, I don't want to put too much bulk in it, you know, because I like it that it starts out flat, and as you fill it up, you know, it'll go on whatever it's going to do. But maybe I won't put Velcro. Maybe I'll just leave it. But there it is. There's the journal. And here's the envelope, and then here's the stuff. Oh, and it feels so nice. It just, with that candle, when you rub that candle over it, it just feels great. Feels really nice. And anyway, but thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.